Garbage. This is our first Australian trip. This is us here at the Livid Festival in Brisbane.
And you are?
Shirley Manson.
And you are?
Butch Vig, I play drums.
And I'm Duke, guitar.
I'm Steve. I'm just hanging out.
Hey boy, take a look at me. Let me dirty up your mind.
This is our first visit to Australia in a year, so I think that's the great thing about Livid is we're reaching all our fans out there who we've neglected for nigh on a year. So, and they, you know, it's a cheap ticket and they get to see loads of their favourite bands, and it's not just Garbage, it's Everclear and Silverchair and, you know, whoever else is playing. We don't get to see a lot of Australian bands, to be honest. And Steve and I were at the ARIA Awards, so we kind of brushed up on a few, and we fell in love with UMI, and you know, we saw Powderfinger play. They were really cool, and we're now really curious about Regurgitator. We want to see Regurgitator play live.
And I remember seeing The Who, thinking they were great, but then I remember seeing Roxy Music, and I would go home and like kind of preen around the house and try to pretend to sing like Brian Ferry. And then you see shows by The Clash, and you want to look as cool as you know, Joe Strummer, and it's just kind of the music I think you're listening to, and when you see it, when it can still make you feel electric.
The Smiths and Susie and the Banshees, and actually Nick Cave I saw him in Berlin of all places, and it was an amazing show, and he's an amazing performer. There's so many. We wrote this album together. It's a four-way collaboration. So everybody has ideas that they bring to the fore, and I mean, obviously I'm the final editor, if you like, because it has to mean something to me, or it would be meaningless. It would be a meaningless exercise. So, but yeah, everybody has ideas that they bring. I think you pick influences up all the time, you know, from books, movies, things that happen to you, things that you see happen to other people, things on the news, everything. I think it just all subconsciously filters through.
It's been a blur and quite surreal. We've been playing catch up since the record came out. We had no idea it was going to take off like it did, and we also didn't realize we were going to work this much. We really had no plans to tour. I think when I was here last time, we thought we might do a few shows. You know, we might do a few shows in the U.S. and go to Europe and do a few shows, and come to Australia and do a few shows. But we've played over 200 shows now. We've been on the road since last October, so it's just it's been really, really fun and exciting, but it has been a total blur.
Low Points was probably our very first show that we played in Milwaukee. Minneapolis was pretty bad though. All our equipment just decided not to work, and it was our first show. We were standing there, and it was just dire. And Gwar were playing upstairs, and all the, you know, blood was spurting, and you know.
Kiss came to see us once. I don't know if it was at a high point or a low point.
That was a high point. He was
That was a high
really
point.
cool.
Shaq O'Neal stood next to Shirley and went, "I want you to sing on my record."
He came up to
And he
me
was
on
like,
the-
you know, way up to here, and Shirley was basically at his knees. He is a very tall human being.
He never called me though.
But in Detroit, Gene Simmons got down in front in the press pit and stood in front of Shirley and stuck his tongue out at her. Did the Gene Simmons tongue thing.
The waggle.
Until she went to 20,000 kids. There's a dirty old man in front of me. You should be ashamed of yourself.